What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react to a comedy skit called How to Be a Vancouverite. So, as an American, I have no idea what it's really like in Vancouver or what the people are like in Vancouver. So today, I thought it'd be fun to check out this funny video and see what I can learn. So let's take a look.
How to be a Vancouverite. Follow
Okay.
these steps and you too can be like us.
Okay.
Step 1, pronunciation.
Oh.
If you want to be like us, you gotta say it like us. It's not Vancouver, it's Vancouver. Add the G.
What? What is this? Is this what it takes? This is how you become a real Vancouverite. Is that actually what it's called, by the way? Somebody who is from Vancouver. It's not a Vancouvan. It's a Vancouverite. And if you want to be a proper Vancouverite, I never heard this before. You got to pronounce it Vancouver. You know, surprisingly, that has kind of a nice feeling in the mouth. A nice mouth feeling. Not a sentence I thought I'd be saying today, but Vancouver. Not Vancouver. That's so harsh. That's so American. I don't know anything about Vancouver. Is that what I sound like? Vancouver. I'm going to Vancouver. That actually sounds like correct. That's so weird. I guess there's a reason people do that, because it's nice. Vancouver. Okay, I can do that.
Now that you say it like us, deny that you say it like us.
I don't say it like that.
Okay. What the heck is that? Like, what? This weird deny? That's like how everybody kind of denies that they have an accent of any kind, because wherever you're from, that's how people talk. That's normal. So it's like, yeah, if you're from New York and you say coffee instead of coffee, like a normal person, instead of those weird New Yorkers, maybe New Yorkers are like, I don't sound like that. And people from Vancouver are like, I don't. Yeah, that's funny. Because that's very relatable, honestly.
Step 2. Now we're gonna have to change the way you look. Men, it's time to get hipsterfied. Roll up those jeans. Actually, cut them off. Now,
What? Okay, let's preface this. Let's be honest. This video here, I think this is like over 10 years old. So, if we're talking about fashion trends in Vancouver, I'm going to take this for a grain of salt and say the hipster, unless Vancouver is really just full of hipsters who wear their shirt buttons to the very top, which is fine, but I have to question, since this is a fashion tip, if this is still correct.
now button up, slick the hair, now hold this. Ladies, 2 words, yoga pants. Now buy something from Aritzia, and you're done. Step 3.
I mean, button-up shirts, the skin-tight shorts, I don't know about that, but button-up shirts are, still in fashion somewhere, and yoga pants certainly are for women, and okay, all right, fair enough.
If you want to be a Vancouverite, you have to drive an expensive car. Wait, there's something missing. That's better. Step.
What? Hold on. First of all, if you live in Vancouver, you have to own a Lamborghini? What is? I know this is like a comedy video, and not all. This is probably like stereotypes, but do you have to be rich to live in Vancouver? Like, is that what this is saying? Because I'm sure the house prices are sky high in Vancouver, or renting, and what I don't understand is what this N. What's the N? What is this? What's going on here? I have no clue what. Why do you put an N on the car? I don't know.
That's better. Step 4. Get used to this, and lots of it.
Oh, rain. Well, isn't it? I've heard like Washington, like Seattle, Washington, is very, very rainy. And Washington, the state, is kind of like by Vancouver in British Columbia, right? So I've heard that that a region can have a lot of rain. The only thing is I don't understand why. I don't know how the meteorological phenomenons, how that works in that specific area of like Western U.S. and Canada. Why is there so much rain there? Because I've heard this before with the West Coast. Is it something to do with like the ocean or the moon? Is the moon involved? Is the I don't know.
Step 5. Now you need somewhere to live. How about this empty lot? It only costs $38 million.
Okay, this kind of confirms my suspicion. It's really, really expensive to live in Vancouver. That's true. Like any major city in America, or by the sound of it, in Canada, like it's gotten ridiculous. This video is 10 years old, and they're joking about $38 million for an empty lot. I bet now, in 2025, this isn't even a joke.
And that's hardly a joke. Step 6. Start talking about the weather a lot. In fact, bring it up during every conversation.
Can you believe this weather?
So pretty out today.
I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow.
So gross today.
And if you're not complaining about the rain or the cold,
So cold.
make sure to complain about the heat.
Ugh, it's too hot.
If you want to be a real Vancouverite, you just got to complain. You got to be rich and complain a lot. That's what I'm getting here, and be in a bit of denial about how you talk. Is it one of those weird places on the earth where it can be very hot or very cold, or is that basically what it is? And you got nothing else to talk about but the weather, or maybe the weather is weird enough that is a legitimate topic of discussion. But I don't know about Canada, but in America, if you start talking about the weather too much, people think you really don't have anything you want to say, like, or you feel uncomfortable if you're talking about the weather. That's the small talk of small talk.
Step 7. Make sure you own an umbrella, or a collection of umbrellas. Step 8. Adopt a healthy lifestyle and only shop at local organic grocers. Most importantly, make sure you never shut up about it. Vancouverites always talk about doing healthy things.
I mean, good for you guys. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and just totally rip on your weird way of saying Vancouver and your rich lifestyles with your ends on your cars. If you wanna, more power to you. If you want to eat healthy, expensive, organic food, that's great. I can't relate to that in the slightest, but I have no problem with that.
Healthy things.
Actually, it's pronounced quinoa. I just love coconut water. Have you ever tried kale? It's really good for you. Really good for you. It's so good for you.
Okay, if someone was constantly saying this to me, that could get annoying. Okay, fine. That, especially if you're like, all right, I get it. I could be healthier. I know I could. And they still don't stop, then that's annoying. Then they start talking about the weather. You're like, well, come on.
Step 10. Learn how to do yoga. Learn how to stand up paddleboard. Then learn how to do stand up paddleboard yoga. Step 11.
I mean, this is all a lot of just jokes, which is funny. I'm sure there's a bit of truth to some of these jokes, but honestly, Vancouver sounds like a really nice place. Just even from this funny comedy parody thing. You can obviously get outside a ton. There's water. Maybe it's really expensive, but yeah, it seems cool, actually.
Have an opinion about bike lanes.
Do my tax dollars really have to go to this?
A strong opinion.
Fucking road bikers.
What? You're upset with bike lanes? Isn't having a bike lane a good thing? So it doesn't... Otherwise, they're gonna like be on the road with the cars, right?
Step 12. Make sure you know the following. This place, this place, this place. What this thing is.
What is it? Hold on.
Make sure you know the following. This place.
What is this thing? Is this like the is this like the core of Vancouver? Does this power Vancouver or something? What?
This place.
A stadium, amusement park?
This place. What this thing is. And who this is.
Why is there a literal cannon being shot? I think you have to be a Vancouverite to understand a lot of these references, which makes sense. But why is there a literal ye old cannon being shot?
Step 13. Olympics were the best time of your life, and Game 7 was the worst time of your life.
Huh? Something to do with Canadian hockey Olympics something.
Step 14. You gotta be a huge Canucks fan.
We're on fire!
But only when they're winning.
We f***ing suck.
Step 15. Talk about Luongo as much as you talk about the weather.
Luongo? Is this... My best guess is this is a hockey player.
Always follow his highs
Luongo rules. That guy carries the team.
and his lows.
Luongo needs to go. That guy's garbage.
Get used to people telling you your nightlife sucks.
Dude, it's way better in Toronto.
Make sure you complain about
Oh my god. That has to be a thing in Canada. Is there like a Toronto, Vancouver rivalry? Like, you should see Vancouver. You should see Toronto. Like, is that... I can see that being a thing. Like New York and LA in America.
bad drivers.
Whoa, what the f***? Can they like drive around here?
Complain about gas prices.
Holy sh**, that's expensive.
Complain about traffic.
Didn't they just...
What? What? I know, like, people in cities in general are known for being a little more edgy, a little more temperamental. Probably true in Canada as well. In New York, people are known for being straight up rude, in general. But in Vancouver, it just seems like there's a lot of these stereotypes about Vancouverites being complaining about everything. Is that true?
fix this road?
And just do a lot of complaining.
God, you buy your f***ing license or what?
Vancouverites never need compass. They just look for the mountains. I hope you weren't expecting
Okay.
a white Christmas. Make sure you own one of these shirts. Don't
Van City? There's a lot of references here I don't understand at all. Van City, I didn't know the weather was so weird in Vancouver. Like you're in Canada, but you don't get snow in the wintertime? I didn't know that was possible.
shirts. Don't be afraid of cougars. No, not those kind. The kind you find here.
What?
Learn how to ride the SkyTrain with no hands. Be proud of your multiculturalism. Get a white friend, a brown friend, an Asian friend, a black friend, and a green friend.
You heard him. Mandatory behavior to be in Vancouver.
Learn the difference between the following: the Millennium Line, the Expo Line, the West End, West Van, Third Beach, Second Beach, and English Bay. Get to know your
What? Vancouver looks pretty cool. Like, they're kind of like crapping on Vancouverites a bit. You know, it's all jokes. It's all for like funny. But from what little I'm seeing of the city, it's actually really, really cool.
umbrella etiquette.
Except the rain. That kind of sucks.
You don't need one that big jerk. Taller people always raise their umbrella. Watch out for those corners. And shake that shit away from me.
There's so much rain in Vancouver. Excuse me, Vancouver. That there is umbrella etiquette.
And finally, to become a Vancouverite, make sure to call this place the best fucking place on earth. Even if you've never been anywhere else. Did we miss anything? Leave a comment in the
Well, a lot of people think where they live is the best place on earth. Some people think where they live is the worst. But yeah, anyway, regardless of what's an exaggeration here, what's true, what's kind of true. This was very funny. This was a lot of fun, and for better or for worse, this is now my frame of reference for how people in Vancouver behave. This is now what I will forever think people in Vancouver are like. So, for better or for worse, there you go. But I did enjoy this. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on all this stuff about Vancouverites, and especially if you have been to Vancouver or if you live in Vancouver. This is your chance to defend yourself, or maybe say this is all true. That'd be really cool to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canada and seeing Canadian things I've never seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.